Hello everybody, my name is Algam, and welcome back to Deathmark 2. Previously, we learned a little bit more into how Hanako of the toilet came into being, but most importantly, we have two mark bearers back, Ai Kashiwagi and Daimon. Hinakawa is hanging out in the student council room. It seems like she's not busy. Oh hello, four-eyed geezer. Mr. Yashiki. I heard from Hime you're a teacher here now. There's something I'd like to ask you, Kinukawa. Nope, my lips are zipped. I'm not gonna give you any more information to my rival. But maybe I'll reconsider if you show me your sincerity. Hinakawa looks at me, eyes full of expectation. I can't ask Daimon for help when she's specifically pointing to me. What should I do? You know what? Nah. Okay? Ooh, sorry, Kunakawa. Can I use the restroom? Sure. Why are you asking for my permission? Aw, come on. Fine. Fine. Here, have some money. I'm about to take some money from my wallet. Damn, adults really do try to solve everything with money, huh? I'm not taking bribes. Her voice is full of contempt. That definitely wasn't the right play. Fine. I drop down onto the floor and kneel in front of Kinukawa. Yikes! What a turnoff. Don't you have any pride? Kinukawa was repulsed by my action. That didn't go well. Compliment her hair color? Her accessories! I utter a series of flattering words to compliment her earrings and pins. Are you even trying, old man? Hinako is rolling her eyes. Looks like this was a waste of time. Your hair color? As the old saying goes, a woman's hair is her soul. I'll try complimenting her distinctive hair color. You've got a beautiful hair color. It suits you perfectly. What? For realsies? Hinakawa runs her fingers through her hair, looking really surprised. I see. So that's how my hair looks to you. She has a satisfied smile on her face. She must be really proud of her hair color to feel that pleased by my compliment. A little too pleased, if I'm being honest. Heh, thank you. I can see your sincerity. Well, whatever the case, it works. She's willing to listen. So what do you want to ask? Hinakawa stares intently at me. You're making me nervous. Tall and slender figure with an intellectual and calm face. You look like an annex Parthenope somehow. That's a dragonfly, right? Is that supposed to be a compliment? Oh, it's the highest form of compliment. Because I like bugs. Now that she mentions it, all of her accessories resemble bugs. This girl's got some interesting hobbies. Okay. Tell me about the bullying. It seemed like Akai was being bullied pretty badly. You remember those scribbles you saw in the restroom? They're based on her actual bullying. who bullies wrote insulting things about her on the wall of the old building's restroom. Horikoshi is popular. It only caused Akai to be judged even more harshly. What do you mean? I feel bad for saying this, but Akai was playing. Now, imagine how Horikoshi's fans might react to that. I guess some of them thought she wasn't good enough to be hanging out with her. Even though they got along? Well, that's true. Horikoshi had always protected Akai. She's not the type to give in to pressure. But things changed between them at some point. You mean before she committed suicide? Mm-hmm. Rumors said they had a falling out. Horikoshi seemed to be avoiding Akai. 3 months ago, Akai committed suicide in the girls' restroom in the old building. She hanged herself with a rubber rose. Hose. Hanako of the toilet is a spirit that appears in the girls' restroom in the old building. Except for Hime, everyone basically knows the rumor. By the way, Mr. Yashiki, there's something I've been curious about. The girl who was with you earlier looked like Ai Kashiwagi from Love He. She doesn't just look like her. She's the real deal. You're kidding! Whoa, it's my first time seeing a celebrity. What's your relationship with Ai, Mr. Yashiki? She's a friend I can rely on. Her youth is definitely something you can rely on. Having good stamina is crucial for spirit investigations, which is something I'm lacking. Ai is fit, true. As she can sing loudly while jumping around the stage. I watch her on TV. But to think you'd ask an actual idol to help out with your investigation. How fearless. Her fans will hate you. Kashiwagi was the one who offered her help. He didn't do anything wrong. Wow, you're so popular. Bet I was also moved by your sincerity. Hunakawa looks at me and smirks. I mean, come on, I saved our lives, alright? The conversation started to go in a strange direction. Time to put an end into this. I leave the student council room after talking with Kunakawa. When I enter the faculty room, I ask if the teacher nearby can call Sakamoto.
Domo.
Domo. Hello. Are you Mr. Yashiki? Mr. Konoe told me about you. The name's Ritsu Sakamoto. I'm the curriculum coordinator at this school. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. I'd like to cut to the chase. Before that, I have something important to tell you. Konoehara Academy is a prestigious high school with 70 years of history. I'm sure you already know that, don't you? Yeah? Our teachers are responsible for guiding the next generation while preserving that history. And thus, as a teacher here, you will have to understand our regulations. Sakamoto begins to scold me. If I listen to her entire spiel, the sun will set. What should I do? Daimon, help me! Daimon nods when I give him the signal. Miss Sakamoto, you're one excellent teacher. I've even heard Mr. Konoe praise you highly. Why are you suddenly bringing that up? I feel bad that someone as skilled as you would have to use your valuable time training a new teacher. Allow me to train him. However, providing a summary of the case is something that only you can do. Would you mind sharing what you learned? You're not wrong. My hands are already full with all the tasks I have. I'll leave his training to you then. Sakamoto's finally willing to listen. Mr. Konoe said you're looking into the departed's notices. That is correct, but I'm focusing on Hanako of the toilet at the moment. What's the difference? They're both ridiculous rumors. I don't think I even have any information I can share with you on the matter anyway. With the commotion surrounding the notices and the missing kids, many students have been feeling anxious. If we don't show them we're doing something about it, these rumors may reach outsiders' ears, which would sully the school's reputation. So you want me to solve this discreetly? Precisely. Well then, I expect that you will retain your priority on discretion while you're performing your investigation. Okay, tell me about the bullying. What's the matter? I guess she wants to play dumb about the whole bullying case. I understand why she wants to keep it under wraps. The school's reputation is in jeopardy. Let's ask her again when she feels like talking. Every school has its own 7 mysteries and ghost stories. While that in and of itself is not something to be upset about, I find it incredibly rude that a student who has recently passed is now a subject of such stories. Akai was a rather quiet, inconspicuous student. But when she played the piano, she was dazzling. She even wanted to pursue a career in the music industry one day. What a pity. I heard you looked into Hanako Akai's suicide. I'd like to know more about that. What made her kill herself? Relationship troubles, that's what it said in the reports. That's rather vague. Please tell me the truth. Was it because of the bullying? Don't make me repeat myself. It was because of relationship troubles. Miss Sakamoto. However, if I were to personally speculate what her real problem was, it would be bullying. As a proud member of the school's staff, Sakamoto doesn't want the bullying angle to go public. Phrasing it as she did could be seen as a concession. Maybe now she'll start to open up a bit. Akai hanged herself in the female restroom on the old building's 3rd floor. 3rd floor? Not the 1st? Yes, the 3rd floor. Last night, I encountered Hanako in the 1st floor's restroom. I'd assumed that that was where she committed suicide. When we found her body, she was wearing a red skirt with suspenders, like the ones grade schoolers wear. Like the original Hanako of the toilet. How could that be? I doubt she chose to wear that outfit herself. That's all I can say. In other words, someone forced her to put on Hanako of the Toilet's outfit. Sakamoto had gently nudged me towards what she considered to be proof of the bullying. I learned some strange things related to her after Akai's suicide. So you see, I reached out to some students about the case. Horikoshi was basically Akai's best friend. She knew Akai was getting bullied, but she turned a blind eye to it. She didn't stop the bullies. Or so I heard. No idea if it's true or not. I leave the faculty room after talking with Sakamoto. We managed to get important information from Miss Sakamoto, even if it was all distressing. Indeed. However, all that information must be related to the spirit's grudge. No matter how much we hate hearing those stories, we have no choice but to keep digging. I understand that much. Okay, let's see your character profile.
坂本律と申します。当学園の教務主任をしております。よろしく。
A fastidious teacher who is a stickler for order. She is also the curriculum coordinator, ever vigilant when it comes to matters of the school's reputation, and a martinet who doesn't believe in the supernatural. She has information begrudgingly. And actually, I think it's a bit funny that he's trailing a lot farther behind me. It's you. Hello, Mr. Yashiki. How's the investigation going? I saw Horikoshi entering the music room just now. I wonder what business she has there. She's not in the brass band club. People are saying Hanako of the Toilet is Hanako Akai, a second-year student who committed suicide. If she killed herself because of bullying, I basically murdered her too, indirectly. What I did was unforgivable. I used to be in the same class with her and Horikoshi during our first year. They got along well back then. During lunch break, Horikoshi would always go to the music room to hear Akai play piano. Akai was a quiet girl. She might have been depressed over something. It's meaningless now, but... okay. There's no one in the music room. Strange. Didn't Dorio say Horikoshi entered this room? That's odd. Why don't we investigate this place for a sec? This is the musical equipment storage room. Horikoshi's desperately rummaging through the cabinet. She seems to be frantically searching for something. Whoa! Aren't you... Hey, that's a crazy look you got on your face. Did you follow me here? So you're basically creepy stalkers. Aren't you depraved? Horikoshi, there's something... Shut up! I've got nothing to tell you! Suspensive act. Oh no, Daimon might not have been the best choice for this. Horikoshi's hostility towards us is obvious. We need to do something to clear the misunderstanding. Choosing your companion. During suspensive acts, actions can be performed by the protagonist, his companion, or both. There will be times when the protagonist is the only one who can execute an action. There isn't any suspensive act that requires you to be accompanied by a specific character to get a positive outcome. Okay, well that very quickly answers my worries. However, the character's strengths and weaknesses may affect the execution rate for each action, which may make the suspensive act more difficult. The execution rate of the characters waiting in the infirmary can be seen through the character selection area. It's better to check which character has the better execution rates before deciding who should accompany you. Okay, so I should have brought Ai with us, but you know what? We ball. Team up with Daimon and ask if she lost something.
Yoshi, yaru ka.
Help me out, Daimon. Yeah, okay. Not unexpected. But where do we begin, Daimon? What I mean is, I want you to try recalling it. Horikoshi, did you lose something? Yeah, you must have lost something, right? Lost what? Not sure if it's yours, but someone handed me a handkerchief they said was lost. Yes, this handkerchief. What? What kind of handkerchief? She seems to be showing interest. Maybe now that she's a bit calmer, we can finally talk. Looks like this is the right choice. Is that handkerchief really mine? Yes, it has your initials right here.
Yoshi.
Daimon, I'm gonna need you to help me out here. We don't have... us individually, we don't have a good chance, alright? 76% is much better. So, Horikoshi. The lost handkerchief has some embroidery on it. If I remember correctly, it is the letters M and M. Like the snack? Oh, come on. Be serious for once. Yes, exactly. Just like the snack. We got a 96% chance here, Daimon. Horikoshi, the lost handkerchief has a pair of initials embroidered on it. If I remember correctly, it's the letters NH. Huh? That's my handkerchief. Thank goodness. So this handkerchief is yours, huh, Horikoshi? Yes, I've been looking all over for it. Why do you have it, though? Do you mind telling me a bit about it? It won't take long. If it won't take long, then fine. Horikoshi has finally regained her composure. Looks like this is the right choice. Survived? So what do you want to ask me, Mr. Yashiki? Horikoshi's still wary of us. We need to tread carefully so we don't make her mad. What are you doing here? You seem to be looking for something. I don't think she's going to answer at all. Alright, let's get straight to the point then. Actually, no. I know about the rumors. Hanako will come if you scribble something on the old building's restroom wall, right? It's a bunch of crap. Nothing showed up. So you gave it a try. Horikoshi covers her mouth, realizing she'd just let something slip. I was desperate. I really wanted to see Hanako, even if it was her ghost. Why would you take a risk like that? Because there's something I want to tell her. If I'm able to do that, I wouldn't mind being killed by her. Don't be foolish. Guess I sound like a fool to you. By the way, I immediately erased what I wrote with that handkerchief. But there was still stuff written on the wall. You mean the whole "you suck at piano," right? I know that. But I didn't write that. Someone else did. I wanted to erase it, but the ink was already dry. I could only erase the Hanako part. That explains why I could barely read the name on the wall. Maybe the smudges on the graffiti in the new building were also Horikoshi's doing. Anyway, can you give it back to me? Oh, sure. I met Hanako during our first year. She was quiet and adorable. She was very girly, unlike me. How did you two become close? It wasn't something special. She really hated milk, you see? Some dumbasses knew about it and tried forcing her to drink it for fun. So I drank it in her stead. Hanako was really grateful, and ever since then, we started hanging out a lot. How nice of you. Ew, I don't need your compliment. Me? The name's Naomi Horikoshi, student number 24 in Class 2B. Favorite subject, English, needs to improve, history, my hobbies, shopping and karaoke. What else? My birthday, blood type? 3 sizes. Haha, you look so dumb. Do you want to know who bullied Hanako? I'll tell you. It was that bastard Izumi and his female lackey, Hanako's fellow brass band club members. Toshihiko Izumi? Yeah, him. He didn't show up today, though. Why did he bully her? It all started when the school held an audition to pick a representative to play the school song at the recital. Hanako and Izumi were both candidates for it, but she was the one chosen in the end. She was the obvious choice. She loved piano so much and she spent every day practicing. But Izumi's fragile ego couldn't accept that. So he bullied Hanako because he was upset that she won the competition. You got it. They bullied her in the girls' restroom in the old building so the teachers wouldn't find out. They wrote insulting things about her and forced her to drink milk. Hanako couldn't take it anymore, so she gave up the position. And that's cruel. It was, and it was only the beginning. He continued bullying her even after she gave up her position. His ego must have been so trashed because she was better than him. And in the end, Hanako committed suicide. At least, it seems like they've been punished for their actions. Come again? Didn't his underling go missing? If I'm not mistaken, rumors said she was killed by Hanako, right? Are you talking about Ribbon? Yeah, that thing from the Departed's notice. If I remember correctly, that little witch always wore fleshy red ribbons. I see. Ribbon was the first victim, followed by the pianist. Seems like a pretty solid correlation. Both of them had something to do with Hanako's bullying. The next target is Model, aka the one in front of me, Naomi Horikoshi. She's Hanako's best friend, though. Did she bully her too? But Her anger toward Izumi didn't seem like an act. I doubt she was one of Hanako's bullies. Why is Hanako targeting her then? Let's stop here. Can I go now? No, I haven't finished yet. I'm sure you remember what I told you earlier. Hanako's next target is Model. More directly, you. So what? I want to protect you. Nope, I'm good. Don't you understand? Your life's at risk. What? Don't make me repeat myself. I don't need your protection. Just thinking about an old man protecting me is making me feel squicky. I'm leaving. Move. Yeah. Horikoshi shoves Daimon aside and rushes out of the storage room. Are you alright, Daimon? Yeah. I'm not injured, luckily. My heart rate spiked, though. Ah, thank goodness. It might be too late to chase her down. Horikoshi. Notice Ramoto's been added to the spirit file. A new notice from the departed has arrived. While the murder is the same, the target this time is Model. According to the rumors, Hanako will appear if you write her name on the wall of a toilet stall. Then she'll kill you. It is imperative to learn who Model is before they meet the same demise as Izumi. We learned from students that Model is a sophomore named Horikoshi. It turns out that she and Hanako were apparently best friends. When we spoke with Horikoshi, we learned that Izumi had been bullying Hanako in the girls' restroom in the old building before she committed suicide. Hanako was severely bullied by Izumi, and in the end, it led to her suicide. But Izumi's death should have given her the revenge she desired. So why is Horikoshi now her target? Looks like there's still a secret between Horikoshi and Hanako that we need to discover. Yeah, we can examine this area. Some instrument cases are placed on the shelf. When I take a few steps closer, I smell something moldy. There's a glass door cabinet. Horikoshi seemed to be rummaging through this thing earlier. Inside, I find an open key box among some music books. There's a row of keys inside the box. Most of them seem to be keys for instrument cases. However, there's a key missing. I have no way of knowing what it was for. Did Horikoshi take it with her? There are various large percussion instruments here, such as a timpani, a xylophone, and bass drum. I don't have much experience with percussion, but I understand the principles of a beat. Well, thanks for the interesting factoid about you. What are we going to do next, Yashiki? The school will be closing shortly. All students, please promptly vacate the school grounds for today. No, time's passed already. Yashiki, let's return to the infirmary. We need to prepare for the investigation tonight. Alright. Now that school's closed, the building will empty out soon. But our investigation will only truly begin at night. I should reconvene with the member I left behind and start getting ready for tonight. Welcome back, Mr. Yashiki. The sun's already set, huh? Spirits appear once the sun sets. First, I'd like to organize all the information we've gathered before we get going tonight. I like that idea. First things first. Mister, are you in here? Oh no, is that Moe? A young girl in a sailor uniform enters the infirmary.
Yahoo!
Hey yo, I've come to help. Goodness, you too, Moe? Hehe, I told me everything. I'm an occult writer, so there's no way I'd just let this case pass me by. She's Moe Watanabe, a mark-bearer and a student who attends a different school. A fan of occult things, she's also been working as an editor for an occult magazine. Our editor-in-chief's also looking forward to the Spirit Doctor's new mission. How many times have I told you, can it with that nickname? Oh, boo, don't be so mad about it. The chief and I came up with that name. Anyways, how's the Departed investigation going? I share the information I've gotten with the 3 mark-bearers. Is Hanako Akai really Hanako of the toilet? No doubt about it in my mind. She was bullied pretty badly. Her bullying took place in the old building's restroom. She got insulted through graffiti, was made to drink milk that she hated, and then forced to wear the original Hanako's outfit. In the end, she killed herself while holding a massive amount of resentment. The ones who antagonized her were Toshihiko Izumi and his tag-along. They were both members of the brass band club. They started bullying her because Izumi didn't get selected to perform the school song on piano. Oh my god, they're the worst! And that Izumi kid was killed by Hanako last night. So she wants to get vengeance for being bullied into suicide? Probably. Her previous target, Ribbon, was involved in the bullying too. Right up to here, everything makes sense. But I don't understand why model Horikoshi is now being targeted. They were supposed to be best friends. There's a rumor that Horikoshi didn't stop the bullies despite knowing what they were doing. Something must have happened between them. Didn't the rumor also say Hanako keeps repeating the phrase, "give it back"? Hanako must be searching for something. Yeah, that. We still have no clue what it is. While we can summarize the case pretty easily, quite a few mysteries linger. Should we fail to solve the mystery and cleanse her of her resentment, Horikoshi will die. Understood. Thank you. Daimon finishes talking and hangs up his phone. Bad news, Yoshiki. I just asked Horikoshi's homeroom teacher to check if she made it home safely. Looks like she hasn't returned yet. What the hell? Where is she now? No way. Did she go to the old building? Why the old building? Do you have an idea, mister? Why would Horikoshi head to the old building? To meet Hanako. Suddenly I recall what Horikoshi said in the music equipment storage room. because there's something I want to tell her. If I'm able to do that, I wouldn't mind being killed by her. That's right. If she believes the notice is telling the truth, she probably sees this as a chance to meet Hanako. Oh my goodness. In a normal situation, telling Horikoshi Hanako is targeting model would be taken as a warning. But in this case, that might have backfired. We need to hurry. Wait a minute, mister. As much as I want to investigate with you, my boss warned me to be careful since it's so dangerous. Because of that, I've decided to support you in a different way. How so? You see, Mrs. Yasuoka's entrusted me with handling sacred objects. You can use these things in your investigation. Sacred objects? You know, sacred objects are items that are filled with spiritual energy. Just by having them with you, you'll have better luck. You'll be protected from all kinds of misfortune and harm. But before you can use them, you need to collect items that have spiritual power. Mrs. Yasuoka said those items are called lost souls. And where can I find them? Like cursed places or spots that aren't spiritually stable. Spiritually unstable spots, huh? Maybe I can find some around this school. This place is basically cursed by the departed, which makes it pretty spiritually unstable. Bring any lost souls here if you find them. I'll use them to charge whatever sacred objects you need. Acquiring lost souls and sacred objects. Lost souls can be found by exploring the school and its surroundings. Sacred objects can be obtained through the trade option in the infirmary. Also, lost souls have the ability to increase your spiritual state. My spiritual what? This is also something I learned from Mrs. Yasuoka. Humans have spiritual states. Your spiritual state will grow if you come in contact with these lost souls. Mrs. Yasuoka said that your body might have that characteristic. Leveling up. Yashiki and others' spiritual status can level up after you've obtained a certain amount of lost souls. By leveling up, your maximum spirit will increase. You can check your current level through the menu. Let me repeat that once again. The point is, if you collect lost souls, your spiritual state will increase, and you can obtain sacred objects. Being prepared for anything that might happen during your exploration is crucial. So try to inspect as many likely areas as possible, and find those lost souls. Collecting lost souls. Leveling up and acquiring lost souls will help you out during your investigation, gather them while exploring. Alright, what have you got? Sacred objects. A certain number of lost souls are required to obtain a sacred object. Sacred objects will help players reduce damage or gain advantages during suspensive acts. Welcome, stranger. Ooh, what are you buying? Increases success rate during suspensive acts by 10%? Wait, what's this then? Tenru Shrine Guardian. Reduce damage by 1. Okay, that's not really all that. Dharma Gourd. Reduce action costs during suspensive acts by 1. Ooh. I wonder if I can enhance the bag spiritually. I don't know if it'll be useful though. Lost souls can be used to imbue the bag with spiritual effects. However, it isn't that effective. It's better to prioritize utilizing lost souls on sacred objects. Increases Yashiki's success rate during suspensive acts by 2%. So in other words, I could choose to get objects to make up for my shortcomings, or I could just put it all into the bag and have the most sacred bag known to man and be able to just solo all of the suspensive acts. Checking your spirits, huh? I have none. Number of lost souls left in this chapter, 8. Okay, that's good to know.
頑張ってね。
Good luck! Convenient move. Other options beside the new building are now available to choose when leaving the special new building. This will help you move to the connecting corridor more conveniently. Do note that there are times when you won't be able to use this feature. Oh. There's no one here. I've heard about it from Mr. Kanoe. He said some of the student council members stayed at school last night. Yeah. Then, Izumi was killed by Hanako of the toilet. Let's just focus on the case at hand, okay, Yashiki? I've got it, Daimon. No need to stay here any longer. I always feel lonely in places with people around. Do you come to the faculty room often, Daimon? No, I usually go straight to the infirmary. I'm a school doctor, not a school nurse. I only come here once or twice per month. So I always feel weird whenever a student treats me as their teacher. Same, I can't get used to it. I wonder if I can get some fluff dialogue, then. My nostalgic castle. Do you have fond memories of the library? Yeah, I used to spend my time reading in the library after school. I've always been skinny, and my complexion was never good. Thus, I got the infamous nickname, the Ghost of the Library. How nostalgic. Goodness, you had a rough childhood, eh? Alright. I'm just gonna check and see if there's any fluff dialogue if I bring
わかりました。
Kashiwagi with me. Dorio really isn't here, huh? It'd be a big problem if she were. She was here last night, though. Was she patrolling the school or something? It could be. Considering how large the school is, it would be hard to find someone hiding in this place. You have a point. The completionist in me urges me to get all fluff dialogue. This is probably my first time seeing an empty faculty room. Really? Yes, I never really stayed at school late since I was already busy with work during high school. We used to do street performances after school. I remember getting scolded by the police a lot. Oh, I see. You've had it hard, eh? The library is making me nervous somehow. It's so quiet. Do you not like these kinds of places? No, it makes me feel restless since I'm so used to being in noisy places. You feel the same when you stay at Kujo Mansion then? It's pretty quiet there. But there's a wall clock at the mansion, right? It's like a metronome, so that helps me relax. Oh, I guess so, yeah. I enjoy seeing the little interactions between the characters, and that's something that I feel like was missing during Deathmark. I mean, it makes sense, we're so focused on not dying, right? But you kind of only get, I feel like, sort of a surface level of understanding of the characters. I mean, you do get to see some of the problems that they have and some deeper stuff, but overall you don't really get the full picture. You know? You only see one side. And with this, it's kind of nice to see more of the lighter side, instead of it just being, oh, this person had a scandal, or something like that. Alright, so I'm guessing there shouldn't be any cursed objects in the new building? Oh boy, here we go. I can hear the slithering. Ugh. What's wrong, Mr. Yoshiki? You don't hear that? The sound of a bell. No, nothing. Eek. What in the... What I sees is... something standing there. Uh-oh. Hello, my new... wife? Husband? My significant other. Thin body, disproportionately large head, inordinate number of mouths and eyes, that grass sickle. It's the departed. Let us exchange vows, my dear husband. I've been hiding here. I've been watching you. A crackling voice booms inside of my head. It feels extremely uncomfortable, like a mass of dirt is being stuffed into my skull, crushing my mind. I feel like throwing up. My consciousness is fading. Tonight is no exception. I shall watch you endure your fear and confront Hanako. The departed has disappeared. Are you alright? I doesn't respond. I simply stares blankly at the area where the departed was, looking like the empty husk of a person. Snap out of it, I. Huh? Mr. Yashiki? I finally returns to their senses. It is the thing I saw just now? The departed. So that's the departed. Did you hear their voice? What voice? I didn't hear anything. I see. I heard it very clearly, though. The departed was talking directly to me. What did they say? I tell I what the departed said. Let us exchange vows, my dear husband. I've been hiding here. I've been watching you. Tonight is no exception. I shall watch you endure your fear and confront Hanako. Husband? Did they mean you, Mr. Yashiki? I think so. I don't know why, but the departed is obsessed with me. And they want me to confront Hanako tonight. But why? Despite it being dark, I can see I trembling somewhat. After encountering a spirit like that, anyone would be rattled. The departed and Hanako are in the old building, right? Most likely. I'm scared. My teeth are chattering. My body's trembling. Aren't you scared, Mr. Yashiki? Yeah, I want to run away. Same. I'm resisting the urge to panic and flee. Let's get going, I nods at my words. Zoink, Scoob. You know what? I'm gonna do a fancy thing, though, called going back to the infirmary and recharging my spirits. Hey, it's not cheap. I'm just doing what the game allows me to do. Alright, stay on your toes, There could be a moment when we need to run away. I jiggle the handle of the door leading to the old building. And just like last night, the door swings open. This door that should have been locked has been open 2 days in a row now. This can't be a coincidence. Someone must have unlocked it. And there's only one person I can think of who'd be responsible for that. The departed is luring their victims to the old building. As much as the upcoming threat makes me feel weak at the knees, this is not the time to get hesitant and apprehensive. I can do that later. For now, though. So this is the old school building. This place is so musty and muggy. Be careful, This place is a spirit's domain. Expansion. But understood. Mr. Yashiki, where should we investigate first? I'd say somewhere with strong ties to the spirits. Akai was bullied in the girls' restroom, right? If we put it that way... Yeah, let's explore the girls' restroom. We may be able to find Horikoshi if we track down Hanako, considering Horikoshi wants to meet her. Before that, though... Any cursed objects in here? Portraits of musicians are lined up on the walls. I can't really see their faces because spiderwebs are covering them up. Like I said, we will scour this land of all its resources. There's an old piano here. It's much older than the one in the new building. The black mold makes that very apparent. I run my fingers over the keys. It still makes sound. It's locked. I'm going to be searching for goodies before I head in there. There's a dirty bulletin board with nothing posted on it. I see numerous dark spots that resemble mold on its four corners. And that's about my guesses for now. Anything in here? Oh, hey. Jump scare warning. For players with weak hearts, beware of the jump scares in this game. Your controller will vibrate when these are triggered. Setting jump scare level to none will remove jump scares and the corresponding vibration feature. You... Oh, my beloved, you and your pranks. I hate looking in the mirror in a dark place. Wait a minute, how come you're in here with me? This is the boys' restroom. Dirty and riddled with mold. I'm well aware this is solely for the investigation, but I can't help feeling a bit embarrassed. Alright. Any more? I hear the sound of water. Where is it coming from?
よし
Is the sound of water coming from the toilet? The sound stopped? Okay. What in the world is going on? Okay, screw you, Izumi. What on earth was that? Maybe that was Izumi? Is his spirit wandering the area or something? Why did that type out fast? What is this? There's something in the water at the bottom of the toilet bowl. Inspect. It looks like it's within arm's reach, but do I really have to use my bare hands? Knuckle duster? Okay, so we're going to be coming back here with something to pick that up. It's dirty. Now that I've been looking at it so closely, I have the urge to clean it. Yeah, I understand the feeling. This area is used to store tools for cleaning the toilets. I open the cupboard, but it's empty. I'll be back for you, Izumi. As soon as I find something to pick up whatever's in there. There's an old bulletin board with nothing posted on it. I just hope you don't focus your attention on strange places, though. Still, I believe it's important to investigate every nook and cranny. You got that right. It's the front entrance of the old building. The door is locked. Nobody uses this area anymore. The shoe lockers are covered in dust. One of the shoe lockers is half open. This probably isn't used anymore. That kind of makes me curious. Inspect that locker. And also get jump scared, probably. I open the shoe locker. What the? Several insects come out of the locker. I can't see them very well, but their bodies are long. Are they centipedes or something? What an unpleasant jack-in-the-box. Despite my hesitation, I have to inspect it further. I reach into the dark shoe locker. Suddenly, my fingers bump into something. I pick it up. It's an eerie tooth. I feel an eerie chill running through my palm. What is that on it? It looks like... I don't know, kind of like spider lilies. Could it be? Is this one of those lost souls Moe talked about? I better keep it then. Obtain my first lost soul. Lost souls. Collect souls' eerie teeth and exchange them for sacred objects at the infirmary. Yashiki and the others may level up, which may update the character file. Some lost souls can only be obtained at specific times. Keep an eye out for lost souls to give yourself an advantage in the game and to unlock all information. Aw, man. I mean, it is kind of obvious that there would be a limited time thing, but... Alright, anything in here? God damn, it's quiet in here. Except for the crawling. I open the cupboard, but there's nothing inside. It's not like I'm expecting anything, but still I'm kind of disappointed. You know what? I don't know why I'm so scared. I mean, it's not like these things can hurt me, right? I mean, if we think about this more like a dungeon exploration, looking for goodies. I opened the cleaning cupboard to find a pair of old rubber gloves. They're dirty, though there aren't any holes worn in them, which means they're still usable. I'm sure as we continue our investigation, we're going to run into situations where we need to handle something dangerous. Which means that these gloves will come in handy. I'll be taking these. True. We'll be fine if we're well prepared. Oh boy, what goodies do we got in room number 3? Well, ain't that just... What is this? For some reason, there's a pile of desks inside the classroom. What is going on? There must be something here. Keep your guard up, Yashiki. Okay, well, let's save that area for last, then. But first, I want to go pick up his teeth. There was another game that used teeth as a currency. Inscription, that's what it was. Okay, Izumi, I'm here to collect your tooth.
よし。
Putting on the old rubber gloves, I decide to stick my hand into the toilet bowl. I pick up a small item from the toilet and wipe off the grime with a handkerchief. It's an eerie tooth. Hello, I'm here. I'm here from the Guinness Book of World Records in order to give you your award.
これは
Desks are stacked up to the ceiling. I'm so scared I may pass out. Just at that moment, a breeze blows from the compartment below. A cold, musty wind. Is there something there? Not yet. It's probably really bad.
ふん
There's something resembling a beast beyond the window. Looking closely at it, it looks like a fox statue. It looks like the guardian fox at Inari's shrine. It's unusual to see something like this at the school. Come on, there's the cupboard. I open the cupboard, but there's nothing. Alright, so let's go to floor number 2. Fair enough. I mean, what else would there be? What other haunted spots would there be? Okay.
これは
I imagine there's not going to be anything here. There's something on top of the toilet near the flush handle. This is a dead moth. Not one, but 2. The corpses lie on top of each other. Oh no, they died doing the deed. Ah, that scared me. Why are there insects here? I don't even think they were food for anything. Such mysterious deaths. I wonder if they portend anything. I'm probably just overthinking things. One's thoughts tend to trend towards the macabre when pursued by a spirit. I see something else between the dead moths. I pick it up. It's an eerie tooth. I don't know how that thing got there. Alright, okay, it's dirty, and... Anything in this one? Yeah, I imagine there's only going to be Maybe with some exceptions in story stuff, but in terms of optional stuff like this, ironically, some mold is growing on the edge of the door. I opened the door to find a plunger inside. This should unclog the drain. Let's keep it. It may be useful. What? Okay. I was going to say, I think there's only going to be one item per room for anything that's optional, but apparently not. Alright. By the way, this area has been cleaned. I opened the cupboard, but there's nothing inside. By the way, this is for me in the future. I'm going to keep talking. Alright. But a lot of it's going to be nonsense because I'm just scared. Okay?
これは
I didn't expect this. Maybe we can find something next time? Yeah, it's because I'm terrified, okay? And having something, whether it's even my own voice, it is soothing, okay? It's nice to have some noise and not it just be silent. Several old desks are lined up here. The desks are full of holes and the paint has peeled off. I take a peek in the drawer, though there's nothing inside. Okay. I open the cupboard. Disappointment. Much like the most of my life. Okay, anything in this one?
ここ
I open the cupboard, but there's nothing inside. Man, these classrooms were just full of disappointment. Let's return to the infirmary. I don't want to lose progress. Give me that lucky pouch.
頑張ってね。
So is that in my inventory? Okay. Alright, this is the room with the spooky thing. Let's stick our hand in it. You really did it. Just as I expected you would, Yashiki. I put my arm into the compartment and blindly flail about. But that just paints a really silly picture. Nani? My fingertips brush across something cold. Are you okay? Don't worry about it. I was just surprised. I grab the cold object and pull it out. An eerie tooth. Thank you for the wonderful gift. Okay, so I want to go up to the 3rd floor, but I'm not sure if that's going to trigger something, so I hope it doesn't. It did, damn it. What's this song? It sounds like a school song. Why is a school song playing in this place? No idea. We have to find out. Not yet. Okay. Because I want to explore. Alright, let's go check the bathrooms now. I wrote the word Akai on the mirror. Okay. Anything in here? Nope. Useless. A scraping sound is coming from inside. I don't think I'm imagining things. What should we do, Mr. Yashiki? open the door, because there's going to be a tooth in here. A tooth? What the?
これは
I find a broken mop on the floor. This definitely wasn't here last night. Arg. This mop reeks of rotten milk. Someone must have used it to clean up and didn't rinse it afterwards. Horikoshi said something about milk, right? Akai hated milk, and Izumi used to force her to drink it as part of his bullying. Maybe this mop was used during one of those incidents. Do you think Akai threw up and then cleaned up the mess with the mop, maybe? That seems plausible. Even so, why is the mop here now? Izumi was killed in this restroom just last night. Is his spirit wandering and telling us to avenge him with this mop? There's just no way. I laugh at the ridiculous scenarios my mind is conjuring up. One thing's for sure, Hanako considered this mop an accursed item. That may help us in the future. Honestly, I'd prefer not to use this, but I may have to if I want to survive this encounter. What is this? I find a torn notebook page near the mop. Now I looked into it, and it looks like we can use the piano in the old building's music room. That'll be our meeting place from tomorrow on. Now found a cassette player, so we listened to the school song again. The melody's nice, but the lyrics are... So we both decided to make our own version. I'll compose the new melody, and now we'll handle the lyrics. I got chosen to perform as the piano accompaniment for the recital. Yay! All the practice at the old building paid off. Thanks now. Looking at the content, I'm guessing this is Hanako's diary. If that's so, the now in here must be Naomi Horikoshi. The two of them used to sneak into the music room in the old building to hang out. Alright.
これは
There's a scribble on the wall. While I can't read the name on the wall, if Horikoshi is telling the truth, it must be Hanako. I mean, I'm still wondering when we're going to get a clogged toilet. This is where Izumi's corpse was. Okay. Is that all you gotta say about that?
ここ
That's it? Okay, well...
ここ
You know, Izumi, I was hoping that you would have had more teeth to give me. Come on, my services aren't cheap, you know. My face is reflected in the dirty mirror. Instead of the mirror, the spot below the sink piques my curiosity. I spot a small object there with mold growing on it. What an unpleasant sight. Should I bother picking this thing up? It's a tooth. Donning the rubber gloves I found earlier, I reach under the sink. Oh. Damn it. What was that? I feel like someone hit the mirror, and the strange voice earlier. Don't tell me. Was someone on the other side of the mirror? I wait for a while, keeping my guard up. However, nothing happens. I inspect the things on the sink. Oh, so that's mold growing. I pick it up with my hand. It's an eerie tooth.
よしいけそうだ
Yashiki and the others have leveled up. My spirit increased by 3. Yashiki and the other spirits have been restored. Okay. Inspecting the restroom makes me feel nervous since we're dealing with Hanako of the toilet. Let's stay alert so we'll be ready for her whenever she actually shows up. I imagine that this is where the ribbon girl died then.
よし。
Okay. Anything else in here? Stall number 3.
これは
It's been stained... Hold on. It's been stained with scale. Scraps of shredded paper are floating in the water inside. This must be why the toilet's clogged. Well, it's a good thing I got a plunger. I push the plunger into the toilet bowl. And then I pull it back out with all my might. Several large bubbles rush to the water's surface and pop. A gurgling sound immediately accompanies them. The paper scraps have been successfully flushed. The toilet is no longer clogged. Out of the blue, a single piece of paper floats to the top of the water. It's as if the scraps got flushed and then were reassembled into their prior form. I put on the rubber gloves I found earlier and carefully collect the paper. It's a torn notebook page. The ink is running, but it's still legible somehow. Nao told me her secret. I felt my face turn red and I ran away. What should I do? I still don't know how to respond to Nao. I don't know what to write. I'm bad with words. It's much easier to express myself with piano. I got called over by Izumi again. Nao saved me, though. I'm grateful to her for that. It's been a while since we last talked. I hate the graffiti. I hate the milk. But what I hate most is the Hanako of the toilet costume. They took away my uniform and forced me to wear the red skirt. They wouldn't give it back no matter how many times I begged. Izumi laughed at me. That was so funny. I want to tell Nao about Izumi, and I also want to give a proper response to her feelings. But I didn't have the courage to write her a letter. Maybe I can say what I want if I meet her. So I told her I want to meet after school. Nao didn't come yesterday. What happened? Like the paper I found on the first floor, and this must be a part of Hanako Akai's diary. Details of her days with Nao are also written here. The relationship seemed to have changed after Nao revealed her secret. How can these scraps of paper be in the old building's restrooms, though? They conducted an investigation right after her suicide. Logically speaking, these papers shouldn't even be here. Could it be? There's a non-human reason? Maybe an entity is trying to show them to me? I don't know. Ugh. God dang it. Uh-oh. What was that? An image flashed through my mind along with the sound of water bursting in a person's voice. It was Horikoshi, face rigid with terror. Mr. Yashiki, what was that sound just now? No clue. Hold on, did you only hear the sound of water? What about the wailing and Horikoshi? I don't know. I only heard the water. Ai looks visibly confused. Seems like they're being honest. Am I the only one getting these visions? I think the water sound came from the hallway. Should we check it out, Mr. Yashiki? Sure. I have a bad feeling about this. Let's hurry and check on that sound. damn it, I should have. Okay, let's go check it out. Is it in here? Nope. Is it in here? Nope. So I can't return to the infirmary yet. There. Let's find out where it came from. It's coming from the hallway, or maybe the classroom? It's not in that one, or that one. Ah, it's probably here.
ここは
Why is there a large puddle on the wooden floor? I find something on the water's surface. Is this a student's handbook? The Konoe Horror Academy insignia is printed on its red cover, and the name Naomi Horikoshi is written on the bottom part of the cover. Item descriptions. In some cases, you may be able to obtain crucial information from an item's description. Uh-oh. Ugh. A vision comes to my mind's eye. A stream of wastewater is filling the room. How can there be so much water here? It wasn't here earlier. Naomi Horikoshi is struggling to keep her head above water, thrashing her arms and legs. Something is clinging onto her back. Hana, you must be Hana, right? I can finally see you. I'm sorry for that time. No. Hana. I love you. Yeah. The sewer water starts seeping into her mouth and nose. Soon she won't be able to breathe. Despite that, her lips curve into a smile. The look on her face is so ecstatic, any observer would doubt that she is on the brink of death. Hana, do you also? But I can't forgive traitors. Hoses and wastewater are hovering in midair, defying gravity. It's the same as it was when Izumi's hand was sliced off. And then... What was that vision? It was so clear, as if a projector had been put inside my head. Did that happen here? Was Horikoshi attacked by Hanako in this room? I quickly look around trying to find an answer to no avail. All that's left is this puddle. Neither Hanako nor Horikoshi are here. What's wrong, Mr. Yashiki? I doesn't seem shocked in the least. Guess I'm the only one who was shown that vision. If that's the case, it must be a phenomenon caused by a spirit. But that only explains part of the mystery. Why am I the only one getting these visions? It may be related to something that I recall Yasuoka saying before. People in the Kujo family are blessed with the power to see the unseen. Due to this, members of my family are often possessed by spirits and die a violent death. The blood of the Kujo family is flowing through my veins. I cannot escape this fate, even if I have discarded my former name, Masamune Kujo. I'm guessing that the fact I saw that vision is proof enough. You sure you're okay? You're spacing out super hardcore right now. Oh, it's nothing. Best not to talk about what I saw. It's not something a living being should see. I don't need to weigh down everyone else's heart with this information. I can't let my friend be burdened by the feelings of the dead. It's best if I carry this alone. Let's continue our investigation, aye?
ここ
There's a puddle on the wooden floor. Here, Horikoshi was. A jump scare? You know, the most annoying thing about this is I'm going to have to constantly be going back and forth. But for now, that seems like a save. I would like to purchase... Not that. This. I would like to purchase the Daruma Gourd.